Welcome everyone! Today we will discussing food labeling regulations and their importance. Proper food labeling is crucial for consumer safety, regulatory compliance, and market transparency. Our training will help you understand labeling requirements, identify mandatory label components, and ensure compliance with regulations. Food labeling applies with the Federal Food, Drug and Cosmetic Act or FDNC Act Section 403 Misbranded Food and the Fair Packaging and Labeling Act or FPLA and 21 CFR 101 Food Labeling. Food labeling isn't just for consumers. It benefits multiple stakeholders. So let's break them down. So it starts with the consumers. Labels provide transparency, helping them make informed choices based on ingredients, allergens, and nutrition acts. Second is manufacturers and producers. Compliance with labeling laws prevents misbranding issues and enhances brand trust. Third is retailers and distributors. They ensure they sell products that meet legal requirements and consumer expectations. Lastly is healthcare professionals and dietitians. They rely on accurate food labels to guide dietary recommendations and allergen management. This course explains food labeling laws and regulations that helps protect consumers. By the end of the course, you should be able to list the key elements required on a food label. Check if a food label meets regulatory requirements for content, format, and replacement. And name the 9 major food allergens covered by the Food Allergen Labeling and Consumer Protection Act, and assess labels for proper allergen information. Major sections of a label. An FDA-compliant food label must include several required sections. The sections include Principal Display Panel, Information Panel, Statement of Identity, Net Content Statement, and Ingredients Statement. The Principal Display Panel, or PDP, is the part of the label that consumers see first on the shelf. It provides key information to help them decide whether to buy the product. 21 CFR 101 requires that PDP to have 2 mandatory elements. It is the Statement of Identity and Net Quantity of Contents. 21 CFR 101.3 defines the Statement of Identity as 1. The name now or hereafter specified in or required by any applicable federal law or regulation, or in the absence thereof. It defines what the product is. 2. The common or usual name of the food, or in the absence of thereof. It must be accurate and recognizable. 3. An appropriately descriptive term, or when the nature of the food is obvious, a fanciful name commonly used by the public for such food. The Information Panel. The Information Panel is placed at the right of the PDP and contains critical labeling elements. It includes the nutrition label, ingredient list, and allergen statements. There should be no distracting materials separating these required elements. The ingredient declaration is a required part of the Information Panel. All ingredients must be listed there. According to 21 CFR 101.4, shall be listed by a common or usual name in descending order of predominance by weight on either the Principal Display Panel or the Information Panel. Designation of ingredients. The CFR states that the name of an ingredient shall be a specific name and not a collective or generic name. Ingredients cannot be labeled with vague terms like meat or seafood. If an ingredient has a specific name but contains multiple components, all sub-ingredients must also be listed. For example, The ingredients for the cheese powder must also be listed in case of allergens. Designation of ingredients. Oils. An exception to the sub-ingredient rule involves oils, because the type of oils used in a product such as vegetable oil are not a characterizing ingredient of the main product. Manufacturers can use and/or when listing the possible types of oils that might be included in the vegetable oil. Not all these oils may actually be present, but in case of allergies, all possible ones are listed. Designation of ingredients. Food and drugs. Certain substances like sorbitol and aspartame requires warning labels. Sorbitol must include a laxative warning if over 50 grams a day may be consumed. Aspartame labels must declare phenylate tolurex contains phenylalanine. These statements must be prominent and easy to read. Food Allergen Labeling and Consumer Protection Act of 2004, FALCPA. FALCPA mandates allergen labeling for FDA-regulated foods. Major allergens must be declared unless exempt. Non-compliant products are considered misbranded and may not be sold. This law is a cornerstone of allergen safety in the U.S. Definition of major food allergen. FALCPA provides a two-part definition for major food allergen. First, a major food allergen means the following foods: milk, egg, fish, crustacean, shellfish, tree nuts, wheat, peanuts, sesame, and soybeans. These 9 foods are believed to account for 90% of all food allergies in the U.S. Second, a major food allergen means a food ingredient that contains a protein derived from one of these foods, with the following 2 exceptions. 1. A highly refined oil derived from one of these foods, or an ingredient derived from such highly refined oil. And second one, a food ingredient must exempt under a petition or notification process specified in the law. Definition of food source of a major food allergen. FALCPA defines the names of the major food sources of the major food allergens as well. For some, the name of the food source is the same as the name of the allergen, such as milk, eggs, wheat, peanuts, and soybeans, because in each case the source is already revealed by the identity of the major food allergen. In the case of the collective terms, for the 3 other major food allergens, such as tree nuts, fish, and crustaceans, their food source names are the specific types of tree nuts such as almonds, pecans, or walnuts, the specific types of fish such as bass, flounder, or cod, and specific types of crustaceans such as crab, lobsters, or shrimp. Label declaration of major food allergens include the separate summary statement, commonly referred to as contain statement, immediately following or adjacent to the list of ingredients in the print size no smaller than that used for the ingredient list. The word contains must be followed by a complete list of the food source names for all major food allergens used as ingredients in the packaged food, whether or not some of those food source names were already disclosed within the ingredient list. For example, a contain statement which read as contains milk and egg for a food made with egg ingredients, whey, and egg whites. Ingredients subject to FALCPA labeling requirements. FALCPA's labeling requirements includes declaring unincidental additives such as processing aids, flavors, and colors that contain major food allergen. Spices are not mentioned in the legislative language for FALCPA, because no spice is derived from one of the food sources of a major food allergen. However, if a seasoning mix or blend of spices contains a major food allergen such as an ingredient or processing aid such as wheat flour used as a flow agent, then its presence would have to be declared both. The label for the seasoning mix or blend if sold as such, and the label of any other fabricated food that includes the seasoning mix or blend as an ingredient. Throughout this training, we covered the essential aspect of food labeling to ensure compliance and consumer safety. Let's summarize the key takeaways. First, introduction to the food labeling. Food labeling is essential for transparency, compliance, and consumer protections. Regulations are in place to prevent misbranding and ensure accurate information on packaging. And second is key stakeholders affected by food labeling. Consumers rely on labels for informed purchasing decisions. Manufacturers, retailers, and healthcare professionals also benefit from clear and compliant labeling. Third is mandatory labeling elements. Required components include the statement of identity, net quantity, ingredients list, nutrition facts, and allergen declarations. Labels must be formatted correctly to meet the FDA regulations. And the fourth is compliance with food allergen labeling. The FALCPA, or Food Allergen Labeling and Consumer Protection Act, requires major allergens to be clearly declared. Failure to disclose allergens can lead to product recalls and regulatory actions. Consultaire Inc. Group specializes in regulatory compliance, certification, and accreditation. We empower businesses with tailored solutions, ensuring adherence to FSMS, QMS, HACCP, GMP, and ISO standards. With expertise across diverse industries, we streamline process, mitigate risk, and foster operational excellence, delivering exceptional value and trusted results. ITBlaster.net empowers businesses with comprehensive IT solutions tailored to their needs. Specializing in cybersecurity, cloud services, and IT infrastructure, we deliver reliable, innovative strategies to optimize performance and ensure data security. Partner with ITBlaster.net for cutting-edge technology, expert support, and scalable solutions that drive your business forward. SOPking.com specializes in creating and optimizing standard operating procedures, or SOPs, for businesses of all sizes. We provide clear, effective documentation to streamline workflows, ensure compliance, and enhance operational efficiency. With SOPking.com, achieve consistency, improve productivity, and empower your team with expertly crafted SOPs tailored to your unique business needs. InterlinkIQ.com revolutionizes business operations through cutting-edge technology and seamless connectivity solutions. We specialize in intelligent system integrations, IoT advancement, and data-driven platforms to enhance efficiency, scalability, and innovation. Trusted by global industries, InterlinkIQ delivers customized and solutions that helps business thrive in the digital age. VendorMatch.pro simplifies vendor sourcing through a dynamic platform that connects businesses with reliable, industry-specific suppliers. We provide tailored solutions for seamless collaboration, ensuring quality, efficiency, and trust in every partnership. Simplify procurement and drive growth with VendorMatch.pro, your ultimate resource for finding the right vendors to meet your needs. TrainingAce.pro is dedicated to equipping individuals and professionals with knowledge, skills, and confidence needed to excel in their fields. Our mission is to provide top-tier training programs that prepare you for the real-world challenges, ensuring you to stay ahead of the competition. Be trained, be ready, be the best. For any questions, reach out to us at @csacsales.consulterinc.com or call 202-982-3002.